If you're anything like me, you're into clothes, but you hate looking like everybody else. That's literally why you clicked on this video. So I'm gonna put you on a couple tips that are helping me develop my personal style and also help you get started on developing yours. Now let's establish something. I am nowhere near the best dressed on any social media platform, but that doesn't really matter because I dress for me in the way I want to feel. I want to feel comfortable. I want my outfits to pop, and I do that for myself, which is exactly what you got to do for yourself too. These are just things that I found very helpful and will work universally for anyone who's trying to find their style. Step one, decide what you want to say. Fashion is a statement. It's not just clothes that we wear, something we buy off the shelf. It's literally how we express ourselves. For example, Apple CEO Steve Jobs wore the same outfit for 15 years? There's a reason behind that. It was the simplicity. You feel me? The minimalism. One thing about Steve Jobs is he didn't want to make a lot of decisions early on. He wanted to save his brain capacity for doing the greater things with Apple. His outfit laid out every single day, and he said, "This is who I am. I'm focused on the greater things, my business, etc." Think of someone like Rick Owens, very dark, grungy look. That's a statement he's trying to make. Whenever you put on your outfit, it should be an extension of you, your character, your identity. Someone should be able to look at that and be like, "Oh, that's, insert your name here." It's almost like creating your signature look without defining it to a certain garment or piece. And whenever people see you, they know they have that vibe. Sometimes when people see clothing that's overly distressed or really uniquely curated and cut up, some people will be like, "Oh, that's Balenciaga, that's Balenci inspired." You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that signature that you're putting on. The thing is, Balenci doesn't just make denim or make hoodies. They make everything. It still has that overarching feel to it, which is exactly what you want to do for your style as well. That also goes hand in hand with being comfortable in what you're wearing. Nothing else matters but feeling comfortable in your fashion. Not only does that make you more confident, but it's functional. You know what I'm saying? Fashion's supposed to be functional, and you don't want to be going through your day-to-day life getting all itchy and poking at your clothes and shit like that. It's not what we're trying to do. So define what you're trying to say with your fashion. It's going to make it a lot easier to build your personal style. Next step, inspo board. Pinterest is going to be your best friend during this journey. I'm telling you, you go on there, you're going to see hundreds of thousands of different things that you can buy, put on, curate, take inspiration from. And it doesn't even have to be just fashion. It could be inspiration from your favorite movies and TV shows. It could be your favorite celebrities, favorite brands, books, locations, everything. Your job isn't really to just go specifically find exactly fits that you want to, dress like. Obviously, you're going to do that. You're going to find outfits that you like, but just find things that you like, things that excite you, things that feel like they resonate with you. I'll even pull up mine to show you a couple examples. I do have outfits in there, but in here you see I got like this card reader. It's got like a really big purchase, so it's like $11,488, and that's just something kind of I wanted to embrace into the fashion, is that identity of someone who dresses very timelessly. They don't wear the highest end of clothing. They can, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of something that I wanted to put in there and just be like, oh, on the back of your mind, when you have that card in your pocket, it alludes to money. Your shirt may be a little bit distressed and people may look at you weirdly, but you still got money. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of vibe I'm going off with. And then different things that align with that as well. You see, like, I got cologne here, big cologne collection, a lot of watches in here as well. Just all kinds of stuff in there that goes hand in hand with fashion. And of course, there's going to be fits in there though. But another thing that helps me though is like quotes and affirmations of things that would align with that version of self I'm trying to reach. It all just goes hand in hand. It helps create an identity in a world that you're trying to elude with your fits. And it's much easier to find the direction you're trying to go in with everything that isn't clothing related versus trying to pick outfits. What I mean by that is, like, if you're just constantly looking for outfits, your brain is just gonna get cluttered. You're gonna see so much of the same thing, especially on Pinterest. And it's so much easier to find your own unique identity when you're just looking at stuff that you find cool. And then you tie it into the outfits that kind of align with that. And then piggyback on what I just mentioned, copying. You're gonna see a lot of the same stuff. You should really try and do your best to avoid copying fits. I'm gonna talk a little bit about recreating fits later in the video because there's a certain way to do that and it could be helpful. But when I say in a sense of just buying the same piece, it doesn't work. Trust me, I tried it and it doesn't work because their body is not the same as yours. Their style is not the same as yours. It's not how it works. What looks good on them may not look good on you, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's not supposed to. We're not all supposed to dress the same, and that's why it's called personal style. If we can pinpoint exactly where you got your fit from, everyone on TikTok and Pinterest is wearing Bottegas with this polo and these denim shorts. It just doesn't work. It's not you. Like I said, we're gonna come back to how to properly copy and recreate fits later, but when I say just taking everything bar for bar, it ain't gonna work. And I guess it's kind of like a two-step thing, but don't buy all the brands everyone's buying just because it's viral. A lot of people are buying GV Gallery right now. I think GV Gallery is cool. They charge, maybe $130 for a hoodie or something like that. If you got it, great. But if you personally cannot justify paying $130 for a hoodie. Why are you doing it? Don't buy it just because you think niggas are gonna notice you're rocking TV. Don't buy it just because everyone else is wearing it and it's going viral on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. If you like GV, buy it. If you don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for every single brand. Everybody loves Chrome Hearts. Everybody talks about LV, but if you just don't rock with designer clothing, don't get it. Your personal style does not owe anything to anyone. You're not here to please everyone. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you're here to feel comfortable in what you wear. And if you're forcing yourself to wear brands because everyone likes them, you're doing yourself a disservice. Speaking from personal experience, it's a lot of shoes I have in my sneaker collection currently, sneakers I sold, just because a lot of people have them, or apparently it's like a sneaker staple or some shit like that. And I don't even wear them. I don't like to wear them. I didn't wear them a lot, and I just ended up getting rid of them because they didn't, speak to me. You're gonna notice that a lot whenever you start clearing out your closet. You're gonna find a lot of stuff that doesn't even speak to you, and you bought it, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year ago. It was trendy or an ad popped up or something, and it just doesn't speak to you. Don't buy it just because everyone's buying. Even if you see it on Pinterest 100 times and you want to go viral on Pinterest too, but you don't like the piece, don't wear it. Now let's say you see a piece and you don't really know how you feel about it and you want to try it out. You don't know if that style is going to work for you. In any way, shape, or form that you can experiment, I say do it, because you never know what you're going to like and not like. And that's the fastest way to like speed run building your personal style. Obviously, this is something that takes time, but faster you try different things, the more you start to get a sense of what you're trying to do. Obviously, finances is going to be the biggest paywall in between you and experimenting very quickly. But point being, let's say you buy a polo and it's like, it fits pretty cropped. You may like how polos look on you, you may like how it looks on the sleeve and collar, but you don't like the fitting. Now you know to measure your proportions or look at the size charts before you buy it. And you may also take note of the material, whether you like the piece or not, whether you end up keeping it or not. You learn something from it and you experimented, which is always going to be a good step towards where you're trying to end up with your fashion. It's canon that you're gonna buy something that you hate. It's canon that you're gonna find that piece that you love and wear all the time, which are both good outcomes and where we're trying to end up in building our personal style, because it takes time, for some people even years. I mean, I've been into like fashion, I guess. I've probably been into it since like 2021. People were doing like the short shorts and like the Jordan ones. Yep. Even now, I wouldn't even consider I'm like up there. Obviously, I'm doing it much better than I was before. I mean, it's 2026. So that should put into perspective that I've been doing this for 5 years and I still don't know what I'm doing. It should cost a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. You feel me? Once you start, you don't stop. And you're going to get frustrated when you start spending a lot of money on IG brands and shit like that. And it's not clicking, but you can't give up though. Whether you're buying from IG brands, vintage shops, wherever you're buying the clothes from and it's not clicking, you can't give up. You can't compare yourself to someone who has years under their belt, time in the game, and you don't even know what their streams of income are. They could be scamming or trapping. All their clothes could be fake. You don't even know. Just worry about your own lane, your own journey. It takes time and you find your way, but hey, it's the love of the game. Now, what I promised, teaching y'all how to copy. So me personally, I found a lot whenever I used to try and recreate or go through Pinterest. I would find myself getting mad that I didn't have pieces that I saw online. It's very hard making an outfit based off what you see online versus what you actually have in your closet. When you're making an outfit, you need to go look in your closet. For anything, clothes-wise, you gotta know what it's gonna feel like outside. You have that in the back of your mind. Your brain's already gonna start turning with what piece you want to wear according to the weather. I've checked the weather. I already know I'm not wearing shorts. I'm not wearing a short sleeve. And then next, me personally, I start with the shoes, but you can start with any piece. Pick that piece that you feel like, okay, this is what I feel like wearing today. This specific piece, I want to start with this today. Grab that. Now your brain's already churning what matches, and you go from there. And then when you get stumped, that's when you go on Pinterest and you look up outfits with that pair of shoes or that style of jeans. That way you're getting inspo from something you already have and you're not looking at something you wish you had. All that matters now is you gotta wear it, and you gotta wear it confidently. Because it's one thing to put these fits on, experiment, go in the mirror, look all 1, 2. You gotta let people see you in that outfit. You gotta let people be like, what's he got going on? Oh, he's trying to do some different shit. You gotta let people have opinions on you. You gotta have the audacity to wear your pieces to stand out over time. Wear a lot of clothes. That outfit that you put on the mirror that you're not sure about, go wear it in public. You're probably gonna end up getting compliments on it. And even if you don't get compliments on it, oh well. As long as someone's talking about you, whether they have a good or bad opinion, they took note. But with that being said, it's gonna be my mini guide to building your personal style. Hopefully you're able to take a little bit of a note from it. I'm still working on mine. I'm sure you watching this video is working on yours, and this is a journey we can embark on together. So it's gonna be really fun. You also check out my Ballin' on a Budget series, where I'm actually rebuilding my style with affordable pieces at thrift shops, vintage shops, all that. Y'all can actually go ahead and check out the first episode right here. But if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. But I'll see y'all in the next video.